Welcome back, my dark minions, to the WTF News, the gaming version, hosted by me, Nightwolf51, with the K people. And yes, it's the first, it's been a long time, but it's the first WTF News of the decade, not only just the year, but the decade of the new year. And we're here to talk about, you already seen the title video, and like I said, it's been a long time, and I'm glad I started doing this, but this is just so big that I could not pass this one up and just let it go, because it is a serious issue, and it is about Blizzard, and what the heck, Blizzard, are you doing? My gosh. When I saw this, I was just wondering, really? Are you serious? This is like barely after I got back from work, and I decided, I could play Undertale, but this is just too big that I cannot make a video of this. And yeah, and also before I continue, this is the gaming version of the anime news. If you don't know what the WTF news, basically we talk about things that are in the what's happening in the anime industry and what's happening in the gaming industry, which is why I split them both into WTF News Gaming is where I talk about gaming stuff, and WTF News of the anime versus what I talk about what's happening in anime stuff. And sometimes I'll put both of them together because it involves both of them, which is the anime and gaming version. So, you see the title, this is the gaming version, and yeah, I just can't believe it. I can't believe Blizzard would literally stoop this low. Well, not really this low, I have no idea. Would do this much just... I don't know. They have lost their ways. People have said so many times that Blizzard, this isn't the Blizzard that they used to know. And before I continue on, I'm not really that much of a Blizzard fan, but I have played Diablo 3 and I have played Overwatch. Even though that game is a pain in the ass, I still like that game. But I played so much of Diablo 3, and I absolutely, even the expansion one, and Reaper of Souls, that's what it was. That's where I stopped for the time being. But I absolutely loved this game beyond belief, and I enjoyed it, and I can see why people enjoyed the Blizzard games. But now I'm very saddened to the fact that now Blizzard has become basically a corporate industry about just making money and doing whatever it takes to please their investors, because now it has changed, and this is saddening. And also, just to let you know, I do have a source, and that is from Young. Yeah, of course, I will put the link to the video down in the description down below, so you guys can look up his video, and you can see where all the sources that came from him. But, my gosh, like I said, I watched that video, and I just could not pass up making this video because this is so important and this needs to be out there. And like I said, I can't believe it. Blizzard, if you don't know what happened, basically Blizzard has reforged, made a Warcraft, the original Warcraft, and said reforged, where they were going to be like, I think remaking, well, not remaking, like remaster, there you go, the game, so that way it'd be. And they promised a lot of things that they will be, it's been a long time since I did a news thing, so forgive me if I sound weird here. But where they were going to remaster, they promised that they were going to make cutscenes, remastered cutscenes. They were going to make the games more deep, the classes more deeper and more, more interesting. They even were thinking of doing retcon sidelines, some side stories. But they decided to go back on that, which was unfortunate, because I was really interested to see what they were going to do. Because I've heard of the Warcraft series, and I've actually seen the history of it a bit. Not that much, but I do know how good this game is doing. But really, how they did this game is really, really stupid. And it deserves all the backlash that they're getting right now. Especially after what happened with Diablo Immortal, which is stupid, and what they did with what happened with, you remember last year, what they did with Bliss Chung, and what they did, and that was a boilerplate response, and I don't believe jack about their apology, which is But yeah, get back on topic. Yeah, they were planning to do a lot of things, but there has been that, but they have broken those promises, and there's really nothing that they changed. They basically only showed us the, what was it? Shut up, Tablet Chan! Jesus! Peeps sakes. Whatever. Now, as I was saying, sorry, yes, mask. Did you just do it again? I don't know anymore. I'm starting to hear things, but whatever. Yeah, but like I said, I know this series, but annoying as heck. But like I said, but what happened is that they promised all these things, but in the end, they basically backtracked on the game. When it came out, it was just a backtracked version of the original. Their greatest creation, Warcraft, was basically just backtracked, and it's just, my gosh, what happened? I heard some reports. Thanks to Young video, I've seen that there was reports that basically the cutscenes didn't look like remastered. They basically just had the older versions, but barely bothered to change it. There was comparisons between the cutscenes. There was people even saying that they took out features, saying that Blizzard took out. Tablet Chan, shut up! Sorry, guys. But like I said, I know the serious issue, but I just can't resist doing that. So, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, it is very... Actually, I'll probably leave Tablet Chan to the sideline during my gaming news thing. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, there has been comparison videos about the graphics. There have been so much happening with the Warcraft Reforged. You can't even play the original one anymore, because if you try to play the original one, you will have to download the Reforged one. People have been playing the original one for a while, but you can't even play that anymore. You have to download the Reforged one, or you can't play Warcraft anymore. And that is such basically a shitty move right there. And people have said that, how could this have happened? Why? Heck, Warcraft Remastered was basically the best thing over during the Diablo Immortal, and that was the best one. But now, basically, it was just a pipe dream, and it was just something, I guess, Blizzard to just make just to please the fans and to get money out of the fans. I mean, seriously. Heck, I'm not even gonna bother going into that territory. But yeah, to think that Blizzard would literally betray the fans that helped them get to the point where they are today, and just slap him in the face and saying, okay, well, here's the game, Warcraft Reforged, and this is how we're gonna give it to you. Basically like that, right in the face, and just saying, here you go, here's all the stuff in it. Well, some of it, we only put some of it in there. Everything else, you're gonna have to, we took them out because why not? We only got this out because we want to make money off of you guys. And that was just a BS move, and I am disappointed that Blizzard has done this. And I am so sad and basically unfortunate, and I think ashamed of playing the games. I still like the games, but I feel like playing the games just doesn't. Yeah, I'll still like Diablo 3. I'll still play that. Heck, but right now I'm worried that they might change of Diablo 3. Heck, I'm worried that they might remaster Diablo 3 for the next gen and decide to change things. The next Diablo 4 may be in danger as well, especially now, since they're not the Blizzard they used to be anymore. They're not the Blizzard that everyone, their fans grew up with. They're not the people the company that I actually enjoyed playing their Diablo 3 game. Now, they're being influenced by outside sources to just please their investors and not giving a heck about their fans and about the gamers and about the people who basically helped them get to this point today. Which is so saddening. Like I said, and there's even reports, rumors, I guess, that they're banning people from banning accounts because they're trying to help people get refunds from Reforged, from the Warcraft Reforged, which is basically trending right now, which is a meme right now. Say Warcraft refunded, because there's a lot of people who want to get refunds, and there are people trying to help these people get the refunds back by showing them how to do that. And basically Blizzard, not legally, people, legally, all right? And Blizzard, and there's been rumors that Blizzard is banning accounts to the people who are legitimately trying to help people get their money back. Which, if this is true, is such a sad thing. Because if this, like I said, if this is true, then Blizzard has fallen so far from grace that I cannot look at them as the company that I basically like anymore. They were one of the few companies that I enjoyed watching, enjoyed seeing, and I enjoyed hoping to see what comes next. But now, all I see is basically just a corporate company willing to do whatever it takes to get money, and willing to do whatever it takes to please their overlords, whoever it is controlling the reins, and bend over backwards just to please whoever, just so they can get money out of everything. Which I have to say is such a sad thing, because we've seen it multiple times. We see it when they announced Diablo Immortal. We've seen it when Blitzchung tried to defend and try to raise awareness of what's happening in Hong Kong, which of course saw there should be at least a penalty, but not a slap of the wrist, but some fair penalty for, like, because it's about gaming, not about politics. But even still, that was still having 6 months to from a year to 6 months. Was it turning? I can't remember. But still, that was a disaster. And now with Blizzard doing Warcraft Reforged, basically decimating Warcraft, their game, the one that I think is the game that brought them so much intrigue, basically has now been gutted just to please not the fans, but the corporate overlords who have them by the reins. And it just saddens me to no end. And I cannot believe that the Blizzard that I basically liked have now gone to the point of being just another corporate entity willing to do whatever it takes to get money. And I am saddened for that. And I'm saddened for the fans who are waiting for Warcraft remastered and just got this. Just got a Warcraft Reforged that they have no choice but to play, because you can't go back to the original Warcraft game. And it just saddens me to no end. And like I said, it saddens me that the fans have to deal with it, and also that right now Blizzard may have to deal with have to deal with some lawsuits now, because at this point I think it's false advertising, because they said that they showed a remastered footage at the was it 2 years ago, I think, or last year, 2 years ago, I can't remember, for where they announced Warcraft Reforged, and they used a cutscene which was remastered, but instead of that, we get basically barely any work on the remaster thing, and it was just false advertising. If this is basically on legal grounds, then they're going to be in trouble. But either way, I'm so sad that this is how basically how Blizzard has become. And like how Young Air says in the video, what happened to you, Blizzard? What happened to the Blizzard that we grew up with? And what happened to basically, what happened to, I don't know. What happened to the Blizzard that we all knew and loved? Heck, what happened to the Blizzard that I enjoyed playing Diablo Immortal? Diablo 3. What happened to you, Blizzard? You basically have changed. Not for the better, but for the worst. And I am just sad that I now have to witness Blizzard fall from grace. Now the real question is, how far will they fall? Will they fall as far as Bethesda did, or will they fall far enough to where they will actually do something about it? But in the end, all I can say is now, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Blizzard has really effed up right now, and they need to do something about this. But if they don't, well, sorry, Blizzard. You made your bed, and now you gotta lay in it. You opened up a hole in the ground, and now you gotta go in it and deal with it. You're basically digging your own grave, and whoever's controlling you are basically just digging their own graves as well. And those guys are basically gonna have to deal with it as well. And it's saddening, but it's true. I don't want it to be true, but yeah, I don't have anything left to say. If you want to know any more information, I will leave the link to Yongye's video down below so that way you can go and see for yourself. And like I said, Blizzard has changed so much. And also, before I continue on, before I finish this video off, I have to say that even some former members, employees were saying that Blizzard changed, and some members actually left. I think two higher rank workers, I forgot what their names were, but they left because they knew that that Blizzard was going to become a corporate entity, and they left. And when they left, they felt that this is the Blizzard, that they're about corporate now. They felt the change coming. They felt it, and they were right. And now there's nothing left of Blizzard, and I don't know what will happen now. I don't know. Will Blizzard ever return back to the way they were? Unfortunately not. Because right now, remember who they're owned by. They're owned by Activision. And since Activision's holding the reins on them, I doubt we'll see a day where they'll ever be back to the way they were. Just standing here. Like I said, I might be forgetting some information here. So leave me down in the comments if there's anything I forgot. And also, like I said, I'll leave the link to Yongye's video down below, so that way you can look it up and see the information down below on his channel, because it's very informative. And yeah, I got nothing left to say. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the change. Do you think that the hate is that the backlash is deserved? Do you think that it's too harsh against Blizzard? Or do you think that Blizzard should have kept their promise and actually made the game that they promised the fans, their loyal fans, that they were going to basically keep their promise and work on it? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know if I forgot anything down below. Let me know if you have any other suggestions here about what will happen to Blizzard. Let me know down in the comments, or let me know if you're one of the people who are upset with Blizzard and what they're doing right now. And yeah, like, comment down below, subscribe, press the bell next to the subscribe button so you be notified whenever videos come out, and also share the video, because yeah, this needs to spread this needs to spread around so everyone knows the situation. And I got nothing left to say here. Blizzard, you're just saddening me now. Right now, I wish they would go back to the old ways, to the Blizzard that we used to know, but I don't think that the time will ever come. Not when you're under the command of Activision, and as long as Activision has the reins, there's nothing we can do right now. All right, that's about it. See you next time. Now my dark memes dismissed.